I'm Belinda Sandor. Welcome to the RocketGirl Show. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to the RocketGirl Show. I'm thrilled you're here with me today. For those of you joining us for the first time, I'm Belinda Sandor. I am the founder of the VA Connection, where I coach and mentor aspiring and established virtual assistants. And I work with my students in my free online Facebook community, my coaching programs, and my courses. And today I'm going to be your host for the RocketGirl Show, my live stream show that airs every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And each episode of the RocketGirl Show is packed with useful information about what it takes to be a successful virtual assistant, whether you've been doing this for a while or are just starting out. Now, I'd love to hear where you're coming in from, so tell me in the comments. I can see you all here. We are streaming on Facebook on our profile. We are business profile. We are on LinkedIn and we are on YouTube. And let me know if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you never miss one of our free trainings. All right, good. Now today we're going to talk about networking, and we're going to talk about how to make networking easy. Now, if you are just starting out as a virtual assistant, you need to spread the word about your business to be successful. That's just bottom line. You need to do that. All right. And networking is a great way to do this. Now, some of you maybe have never networked before, right? Some of you have maybe networked before. And for some of you, the thought of it sounds terrifying. So let me know if that's you. All right. So here's how I used to think about networking, and this might resonate with some of you. So I would change into uncomfortable professional clothes. Okay. I would leave my house if that's not bad enough, right? And then you go to this event and you enter and you realize you don't know anyone and you freeze, right? You feel out of place. You look around, you're comparing yourself to everybody else and you're coming up short, right? Yeah. So yeah, Patricia is watching and she's saying, yep. And then, you talk to one or two people, you're fumbling. The voices in your head are screaming, right? They're screaming, you wore the wrong thing. You don't know what you're talking about. Why am I here? It's terrible. And then the entire experience is miserable, right? And then what happens is you go home, you're dejected, and you're thinking you don't have what it takes. I can't do this. I can't do this. Has that happened to any of you? Yeah. All right. So that is normal when you don't know what networking actually is. And so we're going to break it down for you. Okay. So check this out. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. Okay. So basically it's about going to an event and making business friends. Like that's what it is. There is no selling involved. You don't have to go there to try to impress someone. It's not about being perfect. It's not about any of that, right? It's about talking to people about what you're up to professionally. So take the pressure off. I mean, how many of you think that if you don't leave, having wowed somebody, that it hasn't been successful? That's not true at all. We were just talking about this in VA school a few minutes ago. And, a lot of us have voices in our head about, I talk too much. My voice is too low. My voice is too high. All these things that we bring, all this baggage that we bring into these events, and we just need to check it at the door, right? We just want to check it out the door and really just say to ourselves, I'm me, I'm fine, I'm enough, and I'm sharing about my business. Now, it absolutely helps if you're prepared when someone says, what do you do for work? All right, so let's get you ready right now. So let's jump in here. To be successful at networking, you have to be good at describing your work, and you have to be ready when someone asks you, what do you do? All right, this is going to happen. This is why you're there. So I want you to think about this ahead of time. A lot of people treat this like a trick question, like, what? Right? And then they start talking, which is why we have the hashtag stop talking there. They just start talking and talking and talking. And and they think they're making sense. They're not. They're absolutely not. So here's what I want you to say when someone says, what do you do for work? Or when you're at a networking event and maybe you go around the room, everybody give us 1 minute on what you do. I want you to have this prepared. Here's what you're going to say. I'm a virtual assistant. I work with entrepreneurs and small businesses, and I help them with the admin pieces of that business, like email newsletters, website updates, and PowerPoint presentations. Okay. And then you stop talking. That's all you need to say. Think about how clear that is. I'm a virtual assistant. Okay. I work with entrepreneurs and I work with small businesses, and here's some things that I can do. You don't need to be any more descriptive than that. If someone has a question, they'll ask you, and then you're going to have a conversation. A lot of people get hung up with, but I can do way more than that. So can I. I can do some pretty cool technical stuff. However, most people in the room are not going to know what that is. I could say, I can build marketing automation funnels with Infusionsoft. People don't know what that means. Maybe one guy does, right? But it's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about leaving with people understanding what you do. All right. So really take the pressure off of networking. Go with the idea that you might meet some cool people. And there's more to networking, and we're going to talk about that over the course of time. But what you want to do is you want to start building relationships. That's why you're there. You're building relationships with other entrepreneurs. And think about it like this. Let's say you're a quilter and you go to Quiltapalooza, right? You go to these quilting events and you're talking about thread and you're talking about tension and you're talking about fabric and where do you get the fabric and all that stuff. When you're an entrepreneur, which as a virtual assistant you are, and you go to a networking event, you're talking with people who have similar interests. And the interest is being an entrepreneur, being in business, right? So you'll create friendships around that, and you'll talk about what tool do you use for this and how do you do that, and you'll talk about the business of business, which can be a lot of fun. All right. Now, if you would like to learn more about networking, I created a free guide, and you can get it here. All right, the vaconnection.com. If you just go to the vaconnection.com. and you scroll down about in the middle, you'll see there's 4 freebies there. You can download them. This is the first one on the list, or you can go to /introvert and you'll be brought to a page where you can put in your email address and you will get, I think it's a 30-page guide about how to network. And really it talks about how to prepare, what to say, what questions to ask to get the conversation going, what to do on your way there, how to calm your nerves, all the things. So definitely check that out. Okay, good. So with some mindset management and practice and prep work, you can confidently enter a networking event like a pro. And over time, when you consistently attend the same event over and over, you'll make friends. And one day you'll walk in and someone will come rushing over to you. Oh my gosh, I've been hoping you were coming. I have this thing I want to share with you, right? That will happen. I promise. Good. All right. So for those of you who are not part of my free online community on Facebook, I'd love for you to go over to the VA Connection and the Virtual Assistant Connection. Put that in the chat in the search bar at the top and come on in. You will be in good company. We have almost 52,000 members in our group, which is very, very exciting. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm Belinda Sandor, Rocket Girl, signing off for now.